So I just flew home from Peru, back home for Christmas, and sitting on the plane, I just had this, again, another slap of reality, you could say, of like, holy shit, I paid for this flight. I'm sitting here up in the sky drinking a beer, and I paid for this with trading. And I want to talk a little bit about what it's like to finally become profitable, let's say, or to actually start reaping the rewards of trading. And it's not what I thought it was going to be like. There hasn't been this aha moment or this, okay, finally now. And it hasn't even really been like a series of them either. It's always had this feeling of, oh, do I deserve this? Is this actually real? Month 6 being profitable, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this feeling doesn't really go away. And to my understanding, I don't know if it ever is going to go away, because I've heard like seasoned veterans talking about how they still have that feeling, that doubt, like, was this all luck? Is my edge going to run out? This microphone is very heavy. And I want to talk about what the process was like when that point where I switched from inconsistent to consistent, because it was instantaneous for me. It was genuinely, I've been doing this for 4.5 years. I've never made consistent profits. Yes, I've made withdrawals. Yes, I've passed challenges, but it's never been consistent. You know what I mean? Every time I would do it, every time I'd run up an account, like literally put in 200 quid and run it up to 1,000, I would withdraw that 1,000 because I just didn't believe that I could do that again. And I didn't want to lose it. And then the point where I said, you know what, this is it now. Or I didn't really say that. I kept saying that over the years. And then one time it actually just worked. Like genuinely, month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4. And I'm like, holy fuck, this is getting pretty consistent. And then it just kept happening. And I was like, oh my God, I am a consistent trader, let's say. And there was always this, and still is, this like voice inside my head and this doubt that just creeps in. Like you take a loss and you just think, oh fuck. And really for me, what was the like my guiding light or my comfort, what allowed me to sleep at night and be like, no, you know what, genuinely you are doing this. It was my data. It was having that, I always say this, but that undeniable stack of proof that I am doing what I say that I'm going to do. And I would just stare at it genuinely, just every day, just look at it. Anytime I had some doubt, I would just look at the numbers and be like, bro, you're doing this. You're genuinely doing this. And this is why it's working. You're taking losses, yes, but you control them. Every trade here is following your plan. So why wouldn't it work? And it was like, fuck, you know what? You're right, man. Like genuinely, you're just following your plan. And that's what you've not been doing all this time. And yeah, it's beautiful. And I just fell in love with the data and I just became a complete data nerd. Like from someone who was genuinely super bad at maths in school, always have that like that genuine mental block when it comes to maths. Like in my head, some maths teacher told me that I was bad at maths or some grade or whatever it was ingrained into me that I'm bad at maths. So anytime I've got a maths problem, my brain just shuts down, blocks off, and I just can't even think. Like literally, I can sit there, stare at it, and just think, okay, I don't know how to do this. And it's like that realization that your brain just isn't even, it's not connecting anything, and it's like, fuck, like this is just not working. To now, I know data isn't, well, I guess it is maths, it's statistics, but not having that block, having that belief that, you know what, I'm good at data and I can actually figure out these problems. And now I find myself genuinely like that, like genuinely like a little data nerd and just become obsessed with it. And I fucking love the numbers now. And that switch and that unlock for me has always been my insurance blanket, or my, how would I describe it? Like the thing that I hold on to in those shaky moments, in those times where the doubt creeps in, etc. So I guess, yeah, the big thing is record your data. Like genuinely record your data. I'll make sure to put in a template that you can use to record your data, because it is everything. It really, really is everything. I could not have got to where I am now without the data. And I guess it's like without something else telling me that this is actually working, because in those times where I started making withdrawals and I'm okay, 1%, let me stop trading now, wait till payout day, take the payout. 1.5%, let me stop trading, wait for that. Then up to 3.8, 3.8, 3.8, 3 months in a row. 7%, 13%. And I'm like, my nervous system is just freaking out at this point, thinking, we don't normally make money doing this. What's going on? Something is wrong. And just freaking out, like this is not our reality. And genuinely just feeling it trying to pull me back and suck me back into old ways. And again, just looking at the data and thinking, you know what? No, this is our reality now. Like, we know how to trade. We have a plan. We execute it. This is normal now. And yeah, and now it's become normal. And of course, I still have the doubt and everything, but it's much quieter now. It's much, much quieter. And like I said, the numbers are boss. So yeah, the process isn't as satisfying as you may think, but it is instantaneous. It can be, and I believe that it should be. I don't like the word should, but I believe there becomes a point where enough is enough, and it's just like, fucking hell, man. Like, what is actually broken here? Like, do you have a plan? Do you have edge? Have you calculated your expected value? And bearing in mind, I didn't know what expected value was when I became profitable. It was just, how do I simplify my rules as much as possible and just execute that? Something I know that has edge. But genuinely, like, do you have a plan? Are you following it? If you're not following it, just fucking follow it, man. Just fucking follow the plan. Like, Jesus Christ, it will never work. And I'm talking to myself here, because I just wasn't following the plan. And like, it's so retarded. Like, how do I think that I was ever going to get profitable if I was not letting my trades play out to fruition, to stop loss or to take profit? I would advise not having a break-even rule potentially, unless it's super, super mechanical, at least in the beginning, until you become not even profitable, until you're officially holding your trades to their targets. Win, lose, again, or draw if you have break-even. But that's number one. Just make sure you're holding your trades, because then you know that isn't the issue, and then you can actually fix what is the issue if there is another one. And for me, there wasn't another issue. I started holding my trades and I just became profitable instantaneously. So it can be something as easy as that. Like, maybe you are already profitable, but you're just fucking yourself over by just closing your trades early. And I know a lot of you watching this, that will be the case. So follow the plan, simplify the rules, just execute that, man. And yeah, it then is a reality. And believe me, your nervous system will try and pull you back to it. But just have the data there, look at the numbers, think, you know what, fuck you, I am doing this. I know what to do. I do it. I show up on time. I show up prepared every single day. I sit there for the whole session if needs be. And I don't take a trade unless it's a full body yes, unless it's completely in my plan. And then, man, it's there. It really is there. My arm is so tired. I don't know what is going on with this mic. It's the jet lag, bro. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on and just talk about that, because it was just such a beautiful moment. Just sat in there smiling, like no music on, no movie on, just eating the plain meal, and just like, wow, this is fucking cool. This is cool. Just looking around and thinking, fucking hell, after all of these years. For me, that was yes, I've had those moments before where like you go shopping or you're doing stuff or you go on a trip, we were traveling around. But for me, this was the biggest moment, like the most like, holy fuck, this is cool. This is really, really cool. And now being back at home, first time I've spent like a week here in the last 2 years, and it's so cool being here. And again, me now with my different identity, that profitable trader being here, it feels, again, super, super surreal. Being in all these places that I've been before when I wasn't profitable, now being here again and having all these memories flash back. So if you are at that cusp, do yourself a favor. It's a beautiful, beautiful feeling. Just fucking fix up, fix the mistakes, and yeah, do right by yourself. Lots of love, and I will catch you soon. Ciao. Bye.